got some water as well. So I think I'll be good. I got myself a chocolate bar and a piece of pepper jack cheese, and that should power me through until after I'm done all this stuff, and I have to go to my mother's, or not my mother's. I'm gonna go hang out with my mom for Mother's Day. So let us get it moving. Alright, so we're gonna start with Blackbelly. Alright, we see Cutie Pop. I don't know Baz's name offhand, if you're right about that, Lemon, so we'll just have to kind of see what happens. There you go. Load up. So let's see what happens. My Nestle Crunch advertisement, product placement. Alright, so we see a team comp that we're used to. That might be Baz, because that looks like his gear, so I don't know, but we see a Soda Slosher, which is awesome. We see a different comp coming out of Cutie Pop. This is also, you know, this is like, it's Team Cutie Pop. It's the only English name that we've known so far. But Blackbelly forces weird comps out of people, so we'll see. Alright. I'm gonna rewind this real quick. I want to see how the opening goes wrong. Is it the Slosher? Does the Slosher just get a double? Yep. Slosher gets a double. Tent hard committed. Machine gets taken out? Yeah. The Tent's actually still alive somewhere. He's last up and they missile him. You know, I've gotten yelled at for missiling the last guy, but I think that's what you're supposed to do. I think that, like, if you get 2 down, you just missile, because it's like Echo in Splat 1. You know, it's like, hey, you get 2 kills, you guarantee that they're not going to do some bullshit and turn your potential wipe into you guys getting killed. Because if you missile the guy, he really can't, like, do any of that kind of stuff. So far the hold is good. This heavy just gets aggressive, and they end up wiping him twice. This is the VOD from the Tourney Cutie Pop one? Yeah. I mean, it's, we just watched we just watched semis, this is grands. And this is just a beating so far. I mean, Yellow finally was able to get a penalty, but that looks so hard to do. I mean, they end up getting a wipe out of it, basically. So let's see how these guys can get wipes afterwards. I mean, they have a really good comp for it. They don't have the best paint, but they have tons of splash damage. I need to learn Explosion, but I can't stand it. I seriously can't stand it. Like, compared to Burst Bombs, it just feels so sluggish and just, yeah. Alrighty, well, I didn't even get done chewing and blue team just like took control, so okay. So what happens here? Alright, I'm talking about the splash damage. Stingray comes out. Takes out the Explosion. We'll look at the squids up top, because I don't think we get a good perspective on what happens. Somebody else dies in mid. This blaster might also die in mid. Yeah, he misses his direct. Just blaster things. The tent is fucking exploring up here at the right. So that is just yeah, that is one thing though, that your decision making with, like, you can have a tent decide to make his shield go somewhere that just doesn't end up being the right spot after the moment's over. It's kind of hard committed. So I spilled a little bit of water on my lap. Alright, let's see what happens here. Yellow's still, yeah, they're just having trouble. The machine's kind of committed to a flank that he has no one alive to flank for. That's why flanking when you're not in control can be so risky because of that. I need to get better Twitch TV on my Firefox, because I have the extension on. I can see the Sour Please, like, for me, but then on stream doesn't see it, so I gotta fix that. So that was rough. Black Belly is one of those maps where it doesn't necessarily. Oh man, 1 kill from the tent. Yeah, it's because he kept getting separated, but that was a huge outslaying on the Yeah, I can see that too. Yeah, I feel like there's got to be an alternative to go for Black Belly. That like tent mains and stuff like that can go. Maybe Flingza. Just fucking go the wall Flingza. Bomb Rush is really good on Black Belly. Yeah, the wall, I don't know. It sounds fucking retarded, but it might just be good. It's so crazy, it just might work. I mean, I don't really know what your alternatives are. Apparently, regular Umbrella isn't that good on Black Belly either. From what I've been told, so. And I will say coffee. Alright, so familiar comp. Lemon, do you recognize that as bad? That's a respawn Punisher. A respawn Punisher Kimmy. That's pretty interesting. Flex the Junior. I mean, worse things have happened. Or you could just be like me and flex the Carbon. I've always loved Carbon though. That's not a hard flex for me. I should play it more outside of Black Belly, honestly. Alright, so there's a lot of ring around the rosy going on with that baller right now. The Slasher Deco being pushed back. Someone here kind of holding top left. Yellow kind of has an early advantage here, actually. And right now we have a hammer at the ready from blue. We have bubbles at the ready from yellow. The Slasher Deco is about to have his baller, so whatever kind of work gets done on zone, the baller can do at least something about it. Hammer, did the hammer get a kill there? Let's see. What are the hotkeys for playing in slow motion, by the way? The bucket is Baz, apparently. Oh, okay. Alright, so and he was probably playing the mini last time. Yeah, I just can't recognize stuff. Why do I keep clicking the wrong thing? Playback speed. Let's go with the detective work to see what happens with this hammer. There's a hammer in zone. Or is it? Somebody at snipe. Boom! Yeah, we got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Yeah, that was a pretty nice yeet. It's too bad like Mini doesn't have like burst bomb and hammer or something. There's not a weapon with burst bomb and hammer, so you can't just like constantly just like fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You know, just like a one-shot kill burst bomb basically. After all this, boom. Yeah, it's weird that Baz is going the Slasher Deco when there's a Mini on his team. Or maybe like I just really wanted to go Kensa Mini. It's like, Baz, you take Mini all the time. I can never do it. That is so many bubbles in zone. And they're painting a ton because of that buff. Oh, you're about to... Yeah. You're about to get sent back to the post office. Respawn Punisher, man. I'm going to try that. Respawn Punisher Kimmy sounds fun. Was it just all run speed ink resist Respawn Punisher? Did he have any... I mean, I'd probably put a sub or two with quick jump on there. I don't know if main power is necessary or not. He drew a heart. Alright, so this is like the first time where Blue has just actually had just a straight up advantage end zone control. Yellow's starting to push back though. Hammer gets taken out. Umbrella probably isn't going to be able to hold this by himself. Here comes the bubbles, number one. We have missiles coming out too. Yeah? Not exactly the best timing, but missiles and bubbles at the same time is ridiculous because you can't stop the bubbles because there's missiles coming down on you. Booyah Bomb used offensively for kills. You're gonna need this playlist. I'm gonna link it in the video, but I can link it here as well. And what's happening to the video? Did I do that? What did we do? Oh. Oh yeah, we're at 8:49. Let's go with the good old-fashioned Control F5. Am I dropping any frames? No. What did I say the timestamp was? I don't know, this looks about good. I'll rewind it a second just because I got distracted. You're welcome. But yeah, I'm gonna put the YouTube channel that does these videos and the playlist that I'm using in the description of the YouTube video, and hopefully it doesn't get taken down for music copyright, because I've used this on Twitch. This playlist I use on Twitch because it's safe to use on Twitch. But hopefully that remains the case. Those bubbles have been working pretty well. I mean, it's pretty normal for Japanese comps to like be not standard just to like fit some theme, like spam the special. Yeah, it's for this map. Like they're just using all the bubbles for this map in particular. Anyway, back to the game. Blue just kind of consistently has been just holding the zone for a little bit longer than yellow, and over time it's like added up this 20-second differential. I mean, Vanilla Explasher I still see. And yeah, they've been getting like massive numbers of bubbles off pretty often. That's a cool spot for a sprinkler. All right, so you see the yellow backliner backing up. It's a little bit weird of a backup. I mean, I guess might have seen the ray coming or something, or he just wanted to start, you know, splashing its zone from there. You know, he throws in the sprinkler and stuff, but it just seemed like they kind of gave up ground. They basically made themselves a 3v4 for a little bit while the X-Splasher got to a different position. Yeah, exactly. The bubbles in zone just... Alright, well that worked. Let's go back and watch that, because that's a little bit, back and watch exactly how that happened, because it looked like yellow's about to just lose zone. Alright, so the Explasher's up top, and I'm like, why the heck did he go up top? You know, the blue just able to jump in, and everybody... I guess the Explasher just actually has a really good position. The Kensa Pro shows up and takes up these guys that are trying to paint zone. Another kill happens off screen while people respawn. So yeah, it's just that was just yellow went clutch there. The Pro went clutch and got a pick, and someone else went clutch and got a pick, and now Booyah Bomb's going off, but the penalty did end up happening, so that's not going to be a it's not going to be a knockout. But there's only 15 seconds left. There's a heavy with Ray. People are still spawning, so there's enough time to get a cap here. You know, get a penalty if Blue does this really well. The missiles coming down are going to be hard to deal with, though. Bubbles, Explasher painting zone. He bubbles one side of zone, paints the other, and I think that, yeah, there's no way that's going to be a cap there unless some crazy special usage goes down, so. So, you know, good stuff from Yellow Team to be able to bring that back. They were kind of getting outslayed there, I mean, you can see from the kill feed as well, and also the fact that, you know, they got just demolished so hard in game one. Alrighty, let's get to the next game. What do we see gameplay? What are we looking at? We are looking at zones on Wahoo. I like this mode. I don't really get frame rate problems that early, that often. I wish they could just like patch the game to stop the frame rate issues. Whatever. So let's see. So we got a junior. First time we see the junior here. Similar team comp from Blue. as what we've seen from them. You know, we got the Slasher Deco and stuff. So Baz is going Slasher Deco? Is that what I'm getting out of this? He's going Slasher Deco instead of Kensamini? Ooh. Yeah, he wanted to... Was that Fall Off from the Pro? It might have been Fall Off from the Pro. He wanted to use the hammer to get rid of that that shield, it seemed like. And he kind of just, like, got baited. Soda Kimmy. Yeah, I mean, Soda Slasher is pretty popular in Japan. That's pretty meta. And Kensamini gets used, I don't know, I'd say like 2 out of 3 times it's a vanilla mini. Nice little trade there. Welcome to Coffee with Hitzel, where Kyle questions everything. Dude, those bubbles do pain a lot now, jeez. Ballers are kind of... Unless you're going like a baller spam comp, baller typically is considered not to be that good right now. It just gets shut down by all the long range weapons. I mean, Slasher Deco is still good, but... Like, there are baller weapons that are good, but as far as like team comps are concerned, there's a lot of times there's a call to do other things. Now, this is a flank, alright. Will he get the kill? No, he doesn't. How will he respond to that? By getting his shield insta-broken. Dang. That kind of, he kind of should have kept rotating, I think. I know, I'm just teasing you. But yeah, sometimes baller can be a liability if the comp isn't kind of making good use of the ballers. Alright, so here comes the Ray. If this Ray is successful, this could be like the first like really big long hold. Comes the Tenebrella. Is this double bubble right now? I can't tell if that was more than 3. I don't think so. Do they even have more than 3 on the comp? No, they don't. Oh, I don't know why I thought that. This is the same double bubble from last time. Tends to push up really aggressively. Teammates not quite able to capitalize off that. And that can be a little bit of an issue sometimes, right? Like, I feel like someone has to commit with the Tenebrella. Then again, the Tenebrella can just keep going and living. I mean, the Tenebrella's still alive. He has bubble again. Behind, he's using his bubbles to push up behind the enemy, and this is a big threat. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, like that's actually, I don't know. It's weird. It's stupid. You fucking play bad and get rewarded for it. Not really. It's just that the amount of things that are playing well that would be considered playing bad with everything else just gets kind of out of hand. Nice burst rush right there. I need to go back to playing this weapon more because it's awesome. Main power up, huh? Yeah. My chat rules are a copy paste of a SCP entry. Alright, so you see yellow team with the lead again. Just because a lot of pandemonium. In part to that Tenebrella just fucking wandering around the map. See what happens here, though. Blue's getting some picks. Junior gets a lot of pressure on him right here. Slasher trying to push up. There's a perception from casuals that Burst Rush is like a really, really bad special. He's like, oh shit, there's beacons here. But yeah, there's this perception I see from casuals where they think that Burst Rush is just bad. Which is kind of funny to me because, like, at high level, it's considered to be really, really good. Really useful for a lot of ways. So, yeah, yellow is able to make a pretty successful push there. Looks like they get taken out after cap and zone, and if this one dude dies, that'll be a full wipe. But they're able to put a big penalty on, which is kind of important. Here comes the burst rush right now. Yeah, he does mash hold. I think that's like mash half hold that he's doing for a lot of these. I think Soldier's right that real like Galaxy Brain use of Burst Rush is also really technical because you have to do like half holds and stuff. Didn't do this shit because LOL it's Burst Rush. Yeah, that's because It's because it's Slasher with it now. It's going on FLC. And yeah, now Yellow ends up taking that Rip Baz. Rip our hero. Well, if Lemon Lime is right with the spoiler alert, it might not be Rip our hero, but we'll see. Is this same song playing twice? It is. This one already played, so I'm going to go ahead and skip it.
Come along, children.
We already played all of these. There's a lot more songs on this, right? Did it really go over everything? No, it definitely did not go over everything. Let's let's skip ahead. Turn the shuffle back on. That's weird. I don't know why the... Yeah, it's the montage song. Yeah, it is. They got the wrong Tourney. Cool, so we have no idea what's going to happen then. Which is good. Alright, so let's skip ahead. People have insisted that the Bamboo's bad because of Burst Rush. I always thought Burst Rush was really good, man. Like, we had Carl on it for a while. He gave up on it because getting good at Bamboo and Squeezer at the same time was kind of, like, too much. Especially when he had school. So as soon as he got, like, pressured to pick one or the other, he went with Foil Squeezer. Everybody insisted Bamboo. Like, that was, like, a common thing. Like, if you ask people about Bamboo, Mark II. Alright, so let's see what we got going here. So, out of Yellow, we see a similar comp, like, out of the... Like, it's not... I don't think they've actually used this exact comp yet, but we keep seeing stuff out of them that's, like, a sampling of the weapons that they've shown to use. They just keep using them in different combinations on different maps, which is kind of cool to see. They're a little bit more flexible. And kind of advantage Yellow at the beginning of the game, and Blue takes zone... but kind of gets outplayed. We've been seeing that a lot, right? Like, one team kind of gets more kills, the other team gets zoned. Because they got zoned, they're more liable to get killed. But then Blue is able to kind of, just kind of take advantage of, like, the kind of slow opening. I mean, like, it's almost take a minute for that entire opening, so they have plenty of time to respawn and kind of clean up after getting outslayed. They do take the lead out of it. Stingray going off, I don't know if that's a little bit too little too late. There's no teammates to do anything about it. He actually kills the guy in his face. Let's see if he's able to kind of rush up on this Explasher. This is a fight that that a heavy can win. Gets away from that splash damage. I don't know if it's a bad read or if he was really that hard to hit, but whatever. Now we see Yellow kind of do this. So yeah, back and forth so far. You know, we'll see how close Yellow team gets to getting about 66, right? This is a little bit loud. Turn this down a little bit. There you go. Yeah, the heavy took their snipe, yeah. Alright, and I kind of looked away for a second, so let's just kind of see how that defense went. I'm sure this will be... Okay, so yeah, here's the hold where it starts 66. It's a little bit too much. Whatever, we're where we need to be. So here, alright, Yellow team gets hold, so they gotta pick, the heavy's respawning. So how are they gonna hold this? The camera might not give us the best insight where it is now. We see some pressure coming from mid. Looks like the heavy is like pushing right. Okay, now Stingray goes off, it's a 2v2. Heavy is really not in position to do much, so I'm not sure what the mini does. I'll pay attention to the top of the screen if the mini dies or the heavy dies. Yeah, so it looks like most of what happened off screen, so it's kind of hard to analyze that, but the Yellow team was successful in mid, and right side didn't really push. And that really just basically led to Yellow being able to just kind of dominate here. Okay. But once the Blue got the respawn, they did a really good job just kind of rushing in, pushing with missiles and stuff. Took away from the set is that you can take all kinds of dumb shit and turn it into a win condition if you commit to it completely. Yeah, I mean, that's what I've been seeing. Like, when we, like, the last time we did this was, the whole, like, double baller, you know, Inkbrush Junior comp and all that kind of stuff, and it just seems like if you have a goal and you have like something that you're doing and you just commit to it, it tends to give you enough tools to win, right? Like it's like, oh, we're gonna commit to a comp that, you know, does X or Y. I mean, I don't really think that these team comps are that necessarily like off the wall. I mean, it's you know, it's backline, double midline, then get kills and support basically all across the board. Like that's kind of the meta, and it's, if you really look at the weapons that are being used, there's not much deviation from that. It's like the weapons are still doing the same thing. And I wouldn't have called out any of these weapons as being necessarily bad. Like, these are all viable weapons. They aren't surprising. And what the heck happened while I was saying that stuff? There was a full wipe. Alright, so missiles go down, Stingray goes down. Alright, so it's just that special push just ended up being insane. The Charger Explosion comp from last week was kind of, though, yeah. Yeah, I haven't gotten to those ones yet. This YouTube channel's kind of been like on my list of, you know, we'll do some Japanese commentary every week or something like that. I might do a little bit more this week just to catch up. But yeah, let's go back and look at that again as well. So okay, so we saw the first take, right? So how's this end going? The Explosion is putting on a lot of pressure. Man, maybe Explosion is really good here. I should learn Explosion, man. I just fucking hate the thing. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. So, just missiles, team firing, nothing like too special there. It's just, you know, that's how the fight went. Hey, Prime, what's going on? Yeah, I'm gonna put the YouTube channel in the description, or I'll put it in chat after we get done some gameplay. But basically, they've been uploading semifinals and grand finals of some big Japanese tournaments lately. So it's doing commentary on them is a really nice source of content for me. All right, so successful hold. Let's go back just real quick and take a look at how this goes down. So right now, this time the Stingray and the missiles don't find their marks. So that basically blue team has gotten the lead off of the missiles and ray combo a bunch of times, and the one time that it didn't work, they actually lost the lead. I think that's the first time they've lost the lead in a little bit, but they end up getting a wipe afterwards. And there's not that many. There's like 30 seconds of overtime to work with here. They get another ray. This guy's forced to jump out. They get a pick with the ray. They get another pick. No. 3v4 specials for yellow. Baller's going off in zone. Tent's going off in zone. The ball gets taken out though. Splashdown into bubbles doesn't actually cap, and that is going to be win for blue. Oh, that was pretty interesting. Damn it too on Discord too. Yeah. Well, let me just post the. Let me post the YouTube channel now. And this has been posted in +1 a bunch of times. You gotta love overtime wins, right? Ready? Alright, looking good. Alrighty, so I don't even know what the set count is. I think it's 2-2? Right? Maybe 3-1? I think it's 2-2. I think it's 2-2 and we're about to go into the final game, which is awesome. Yeah, it's 2-2. Because it's first game and Snapper. And then Wahoo and the game we just watched. So yeah, this is the last game. 2-2. Pit zone. So this should be a pretty honest game as well. Which I don't know, makes it hard to tell. So we got the Soda Mini combo. The Kunder as well. Have some synergy there. So right now, zone opening goes to blue. No kills yet. Special's kind of popping off. Yo, what's going on, Boo? Okay, you doing, man? This game is wild too, you think? Alright, so far, we find out, let's go back and kind of see exactly how that happens. Because like 30 seconds in the game, there's a bunch of specials. Nobody's actually died yet. Okay, so the machine flanks over to the right, gets a pick, and that kind of starts snowball. The bomb rush gets taken out as well. He tries to shoot the machine out of the sky, but it's kind of hard to do that with burst rush. It looks like, at least. I mean, it's kind of hard to do it with burst bombs normally. So I'm assuming that with burst rush, it's not enough. Charger, Explasher, Brush Tent. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Alright, so yellow still has that 64 points down to. They can't really get any more points right now. Blue's doing a good job of contesting, but one of them goes down and forces it back up. Yellow just kind of responds. They smell blood. One person jumps out. They get the other pick, and now this is looking pretty sketchy. Blue has a Stingray and armor though, so they have they definitely have the means to get back in. They just need to wait. Mini, unfortunately, not quite there in time. Doesn't get the armor. This hammer is gonna get a kill. I was to say that is usually an easy kill for the hammer in that situation. You just swing as you go down, and the hitbox is just there. Oh, there's your tent build, FLC. Oof. Oof, oof. But this is what we want to see, right? We want to see Blue get some score. So after all said and done, it was you know, this Pixar went at the same time. Everybody kind of had time to respawn and get back into the fight, and Blue ends up coming out on top of it. No one's running at us. What the fuck? Double umbrella, double tent. Yeah, umbrellas are gonna get kind of lamed out, right? Right, a bunch of long-range stuff just kind of hosing all down. So yellow gets a penalty here. Everybody's alive, though. People are on the respawn from blue, though. This is 2 kills with the ray. That's Piranha Pit for you. And they're able to get the pick, so they convert to a penalty. They better. They better. There we go. But how long is it going to last? Not very long. Yellow kind of pushes up. Let me go back and kind of see what exactly happens here, because blue gets all these picks, right? Like, there's the Stingray picks. People respawning. Why doesn't the heavy just throw a sprinkler in his zone? I don't know. But, whatever. And now it ends up having, okay, so missiles go off, tent pushes, a bunch of splash damage on zone here. Is the mini gonna get taken out? I'm not sure. So something's happening off the left side of the screen. On what we can see, just a baller and some people push in. They take zone, and everybody ends up being a one-on-one afterwards. But yellow's getting points right now, so it's bad for blue. Because it's gonna be yellow's gonna be close to being able to shave off their penalty and get points if blue doesn't win the upcoming exchange. They're able to put a stop to the timer. This mini here is being forced back by the heavy. Or is it the heavy or is it the mini? I can't tell. I think it's the heavy. Playing like it's a mini, though. Ray goes off. Mini forced to jump out. Blue gets a penalty, so that's good. So the Rays out of blue have been really good. I think every single time blue's every single time blue has used a Ray in a moment of stability, they've gotten a penalty, but they just really haven't stayed alive and stuff afterwards. That was a really cool camera angle for that jump out, I do have to say. Alright, but now blue they're making good progress, and now they have the Ray while they're in control. This is one of the first times we've seen this in a bit in this match, or in this game. And there's not that much time left for the lead. Let's see what happens. Yellow's able to stop the timer for now. They don't get a penalty, though, so it's still a bit sketchy. Everyone going back and forth. Yellow gets 2 kills. It's 4v2, and they do get that penalty. That might be game. We'll see how blue's able to try to get back from this. I mean, they've been able to consistently get penalties and stuff. They have just haven't been consistently able to hold it. Footprint pattern and zone. That look kind of cool. Alright, so here goes the hammer. Nice pick from yellow. This is bad for blue to have someone popping off like this. Camo decides to push this way towards his teammates. It's a really good. You saw that presence of mind where he had the tent. He was like the obvious thing was for him to send the shield forward, and then he realized that his teammates were behind him, so he just swung around. Oh yeah, I like the red zap a lot actually. I got bodied by one, and I saw that like that Clan Blitz top 10 had one in there, so I've been kind of putting some effort into it, and I think I have a good mentality for it. And Jesus, the out slaying. But this is going to end up going to Yellow Team. But yeah, speaking of red zap, maybe I should play a little bit of solo.